right, let's start this routine to build resilience in the knees. We'll start with warming up. This exercise is called the pump. We're going to swing the arms up and down behind us. We're going to hinge at the hips as the arms go back, but we're also going to bounce in the knees twice. Once as the arms go back, and once as the arms come back forward and up. So it's bounce, 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 bounce. So bend and straighten the knees, just mildly. This will start to warm up the muscles of the legs, build some blood flow into the legs and knees, as well as open up the chest and shoulders. Nice one to get the lymphatic system and all the blood moving. Let's slow that down. Next we'll be bringing the feet together, and we'll be rolling the ankles. So just sort of rolling on the feet from the inside edge of one and the outside edge of the other to the reverse. We're trying to go through this real controlled, so you're not falling through the center, but the transition from one side to the other is really the entire point of the exercise. Keep your body straight so you're not leaning from side to side or bending at your hips or spine sideways. Your body's straight as a board, and your center of gravity is just moving left and right over the feet. This will strengthen the foot arches, the toes, as well as the muscles and tendons up the inside and outside of the legs that come up and stabilize the knees. This next one's called star feet. You're going to send your foot forward, diagonal, sideways, diagonal back, and straight back. So 5 directions. We just pulse from right next to the foot to out in these directions. We want to make the movement kind of sharp. We're going to switch sides, forward, diagonal, side, back diagonal, straight back. So we make the movement sharp because it's meant to throw us off balance. You should feel your standing foot and leg doing a lot of work to maintain your balance as that other foot pulses. Trying to throw us off in multiple vectors. If you need to, when you're new to this, you can hold on gently to a chair or wall, just very lightly, to help you not fall. All right, next is knee circles. This is the big one out of Qigong that is so often recommended for knee health. You're going to have the feet about shoulder width apart. Circle your knees in 2 opposite directions from each other. If this movement bothers your knees at all, if you feel any pain or discomfort, just make the movement smaller and smaller circles until there's no discomfort at all. We'll go the other direction. As your knees become more resilient, you may find you can circle bigger and bigger with no pain or no discomfort. And this is a good sign that you're building more synovial fluid, that the blood flow this exercise is encouraging into the knee is helping to rebuild that resilience inside the joint and around the joint. We'll knee circle again, this time with the feet and knees together, circling as one unit here. So when we do circles like this, it invites the synovial fluid not just to distribute throughout the joint, but also to be produced inside the joint. It also encourages adaptation. This is a form of hormetic stress. Let's go the other direction. Hormetic stress means we're just putting a mild stressor that's just intense enough to encourage the body to adapt. So we want this to be challenging but not painful at all. This is probably the most challenging variation. We do it with just one leg. So one foot steps back into a mild lunge. The other foot is forward and you're circling the knee. Just that front knee is circling. Now you see here you can do it a lot bigger if you like. But again, listen to the joint. Really listen to all your joints. It shouldn't cause any pain. Go the other direction. In the Shaolin tradition, those warrior monks in China, they're often able to do this all the way to the point the knee touches the floor in front of them. We'll see if I get there. So here demonstrating a little smaller, feel free to stay there, or bigger. And if even small circles cause discomfort, you can actually just rub around the knee. Just build some friction with the hands and invite warmth and blood that way. Of course, the circles are going to be much more powerful. Go the other direction if you haven't already. Can't tell you how much these exercises have helped my knees, which I wrecked with weightlifting and yoga and martial arts and even seated meditation. Found all kinds of ways to mess up my knees in my 20s. And let's do the knee shake now. You kick and feel your quadriceps bouncing and hamstrings bouncing. All right, nice leg swing, pointing the toes as the foot goes back, flexing the toes towards your front of your shin as the foot goes forward. You should feel like a gentle dynamic stretch on the hamstring as the leg goes forward, and on the quad or hip flexor as the leg goes back. But let's concentrate that quad and hip flexor stretch, holding the top of the foot, pressing the knee down, tucking the tail, so finding a posterior pelvic tilt, tilting your pelvis backwards. That'll create more stretch if you need it. Not everybody needs it. You can use a wall if you need to help you balance. And let's switch sides. So here, just a nice, gentle, dynamic stretch. Also very good for the lymph nodes and the hip crease. You're just starting to stretch the muscles that cross over the knee joint. So in this case, the quadricep actually crosses two joints, crosses the knee, and then one of the heads of the quadricep comes up and crosses the hip joint and goes into the lower spine. So very important muscle to stretch here. So you're grabbing that foot, touching a wall if you need, or pressing the imaginary wall, Shaolin style. Pressing that knee down as you tuck the tail. That'll generate more stretch, especially into that hip flexor connection. Very good. So these stretches help to decompress the knee joint by taking the tension off the muscles that cross the joint. The next one, we're going to slide down the back of the legs, hold the back of the ankles or even the calves if that's all you can reach. We'll do a few pulsing stretches. We bend the knees, look up, flatten the back, and then straighten the knees and hinge forward for a hamstring stretch. I notice I'm rounding my spine a little bit here. My spine tolerates that well, but some people's do not. We're going to hold the stretch at the end here. So keep a flatter back if you find it irritates your spine to round forward. Then we'll brush up the front of the legs and fold the hands over the lower abdomen. Here we'll just take a couple deep abdominal breaths through the nose, just activating the parasympathetic nervous system, entering that healing state that allows the whole body to regenerate. When our stress is low, the body can heal. Breathing deep, feeling your belly expand on the inhale and relax on the exhale is the way we breathe here. Let's breathe with some movement now. Inhaling, coming onto the tiptoes. Exhale, lower the heels down. This one is called raising and lowering the chi. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Hands are moving with the heels. Inhale up, working our balance. Exhale down. Let's cross the right hand across the low back. The left hand's going to circle. We come down and make a scooping motion, like we're scooping up water from a shallow lake. And then we come over the top as the palm turns away from you. We're going to breathe slow with this one, exhaling through the bottom and inhaling over the top. Exhaling through the bottom, breathing all through the nose here. In through the nose over the top. Notice I'm shifting my weight here, so as the hand comes over to one side, my weight shifts to that side as well. Nice slow breathing, calming the nervous system, finding our center. Let's switch sides, back of the left hand across your low back. Right hand makes the scooping motion, breathing in the nose over the top, and out the nose through the bottom. In Eastern medicine, this exercise is said to build the kidney chi. The kidney energy matrix is associated with the health of the knees, as well as the hips and lower spine, of course. Let's come back to the center. And just for a couple breaths, holding this posture called lower embrace the tree. Sink your tailbone, elevate your crown, feel your spine long, your armpits and palms open, your knees soft, and your breath through the nose. Just pay attention to your body and breath here for a moment. Feeling aligned, structured, calm and energized. Let's pull down the sky now. Exhale, the hands are going to press down in front of the body. And inhaling again, all through the nose. Hands will float up over the head. And as we press down, you're going to do a body scan, moving your awareness through the head, neck, chest, belly and low back, pelvis, legs, knees, lower legs and feet. So as the hands are moving, they're directing your attention downwards through the body. You're not trying to do anything special with it. You're just becoming aware of the various regions of the body as the mind passes through. Then we're going to step our feet in close together, fold the hands over the lower abdomen again. And we're going to relax into this exercise we call bamboo in the wind. We're just allowing the body to soften a bit, still elevating through the crown, but you're just allowing some natural breathing as the body just naturally rocks and sways. We even relax the feet a bit, allowing the weight to roll around in the feet, massaging the bottoms of the feet against the ground. Just see this like a standing dynamic relaxation posture. Just a couple breaths. And then stepping back out shoulder width, take a breath in, hands up, and exhale, press down and fold over the lower dantian or lower abdomen again. Feel your breath expand and relax there. Find your center, find that place of calm where the body can heal. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in, and with a sigh, you can release. Hope you enjoyed this practice. Hope your knees feel great. Try doing this fairly frequently, at least 2 times a week. And let me know in the comments how your knees are doing after a few weeks of that. You may be really surprised what some simple, non-linear exercises can do for those joints. For more training with me, head to nicklaufrey.com. I've got an incredible free course there you can get started on right away to begin transforming your stress into vitality. Hope to see you there.